Hey guys, welcome back to another video on solo leveling Arise Black Thunder here. So this will be the sharp live stream summary. Like we are getting ton of stuff and I'll explain it. And there are lots of good things. Like you can see these animations, they look really cool. And you saw the core attack, basic attack, skill 1, and this is the skill 2, converging whirlwind. Like I'll say we have a whole month to summon for Jinah and do all the testing and make up our mind whether we should go for her or not, but looking at her passives and the skills she's doing and the buff she's providing not only to the team but to the SJW himself, it is like really broken. Like Stormbringer along with like high speed rotation, and there might be the new skill like I show its passive too. It is directly like syncing with the Gina support and the Stormbringer strat and the passives. So you can see these are the basic attacks and the core attack. Like mainly, if I were to sum up, so she has a ton of damage dealt increase buffs that will go along with Lenart and Goto, and she provides more basic skill damage. And also when all three members of the party are like wind, so she increases defense. Soul and Art will be dealing more damage and attack too. So like they might add HP too just for Goto, so he also deals more damage. You never know. So see this support skill, it increases the attack of Jinwoo and also has a gale wind effect. So you can see four instances. So we do high speed rotation three times. So that's the thing I was talking about. Like it is directly in sync with Stormbringer and then high speed rotation along with Gina support skill. So you'll deal massive damage. So I'm just wondering what will be the damage after she is released and being tested. And look at her QT. Just by doing the QT, you are increasing the damage dealt and various other buffs. So you can read it while pausing the video because there is a lot to cover. Like I said, every skill, every move she makes, she's increasing the wind elemental damage and increasing the damage dealt for the hunters, the rest of the party members. And if they are wind, so they are getting more damage dealt increase and also various other buffs like defense increase. Like just imagine putting Leonard in the third slot along with Goto passive that increases the damage of the third slot hunter along with Gina buffs. So that is like really broken. So again, like I said, everything, every skill has damage dealt increase and damage taken decrease and wind elemental damage also, like the buff. Like even her weapon increases the basic skill damage of the party members, you can see. So Goto will deal more damage and Leonard too. Now let's look at her passives because they are also really broken. So it will be again same like damage dealt increase you can see, and A2 passive is there unrecoverable. So she is good for Yogurt and Bedelia. And at A0 you can see like increases the damage of basic skills and ultimate. Like you have to use her basic skill 1, then core basic skill 2, basic skill 1 core, and then ultimate. Like that's the rotation that I am seeing, but let's see the final rotation after being tested. So you can see more damage increase of the basic skills and also for the all the party members at A4, and A5 passive increase them even more. So like I said, her kit is really broken because she is Jinwoo's sister after all. So she has to be broken and she might be a must have, you never know. But like I said, just wait for the testing. Though I know for sure she will be broken. And this is the new weapon that we are getting, Alan's Orb. So it might replace Thetis because it has better buffs. Like you can see, it increases water elemental weakness. And also you will look at the other passive, like A3 passive, you can see it is stackable. So while we are using the winter scam, the winter fang, so it will deal more damage as we are stacking up even higher. So let's see. And when you have both of the weapons as water, you can see the A5 passive. It increases your crit rate even more. So it will be really good in my opinion. But like I said, wait for the testing. You need to be patient. They also showed the architect fight. You can see here, like there are really cool animations and the attacks. Like here, like I have a habit of remembering the attack, so he will attack four times here. You'll see, like I can't help it. I just try to remember all of the attack patterns when I see them, and this was a really cool animation you can see. And HW is being attacked, so it is like easily dodgeable. And one thing was like this chapter is wind, so you must remember like whatever the element is of the story of the HW, that is the first element of the next workshop. Like earlier it was water, that's why water was the first element. and the second element is that which is similar to that of the reverse story mode. So let's see what is the reverse story mode element. Those two elements will be the next workshop, that's for sure. Like I didn't want Win to be the next workshop element, but sadly it will be, seeing Jinah is coming, and also the element of this chapter. Like the latest chapter element is always the same as the workshop one. So let's see. And then I wanted to show you this. Like this is a beast shadow, a meta shadow. You can see his skill. It reduces the defense on the target and also reduces the HP recovery rate. So it will be really good for Yogurt and other bosses which recover HP. And also his weapon is really good. You can see it increases the user's damage dealt, so Jinwoo's damage dealt or any other hunter that you are using. Like 24% damage dealt increase is a lot. So this will be a really cool shadow, and I'm really happy we are finally getting a good shadow. Like basic skill 1 and basic skill 2 reduces the HP recovery, you can already see, and the basic skill 4 like reduces the defense, and the final ultimate skill also reduces the defense if I remember correctly. And the main shadow authority is like it increases the MP of all the members in the party, whether it is a team mode or a single player mode. And it also reduces the MP consumption reduction, you'll see. This was the ultimate skill. It deals damage 50% of SW attacks, that's huge, and also reduces defense. And finally, the Shadow Authority, which I was telling, increases MP and also reduces MP consumption reduction. So I'm guessing this will be a really cool shadow. I'll max it and test it out and then upload a video whether you should go for it or not. But from the summer events, we are getting 1200 traces, so maybe I'll max it in the F2P account. That's for sure because it is a really promising and a good shadow. And then we are getting simulation expansion up to tier 40, though the power is only 1.85 million. And I already did tier 30 when it was 1.99 million before nerf in my main account and the F2P account, so it is easily doable. I'll make a guide for that too. And these were the summer events. Like you can see these mini games. There was this minor one and the course race. So I won't show you that. Mainly I want to show the rewards because they are really good. And this was the architect trials. Like you'll call it architect test, but architect trials are much way cooler. Like they sound more cool. So Wales wanted a challenge, so you can see each stage has 5 levels, and 5 level you can see 3 million power requirement. So finally Wales, now keep quiet for having something challenging or stop wailing. And you can also like reduce the tiers, like if you 3 star tier 5, then you can easily do or switch the difficulty to tier 4 for more rewards and stuff. So you can easily do that to reduce the difficulty. And for amplification, your dupe won't be wasted if your amplification is failed, so don't worry. And for the re-rolling, you can see these were the red tickets that I was talking about, so it is really cool. We don't have to spend our essence, we can easily do it with red tickets. So maybe I'll get Fire Sonic Stream. But talking about, so you can see we now can delete the presets, and this was the hard POD, and you can only use weapon once in hard mode, so that's one thing. So it is more harder, obviously the name calls it. And for the new skill piercing thrust, like I'll show you all of the buffs, it is so cool. Like for the water one, you can see it increases the water elemental damage and water damage dealt increase. Like I'll show you all of the passives by pausing them. So you can see it has a instance of like damage dealt increase stackable. So along with high speed rotation, this will be really cool because it stacks up to sometimes, and we are doing high speed rotation a lot of times, and it increases our damage dealt even more. So this will be really cool. Then comes the water one, so it increases the water damage dealt and also the damage of the skill itself for several seconds. So this is also really cool. Like when Sonic Stream came out, it was really strong. I get the similar vibe. And this is like light dagger toss or fire dagger toss. It damages like few times. And finally the light one, it increases the light damage dealt. So this is a really cool skill. But let's wait for the testing, how it goes. And this is it for the summary. If you are new, you know the drill, and I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.